caught myself. I did not have the right mic select again. Here we are. It's the last Tuesday of the month, which means it's card class. And I know it's January, but since our cards are kind of pink and red, I thought it was a great opportunity to wear my pink wig. I actually got this on New Year's. I don't know if you've seen if you saw the trend, but I ordered a bunch of wigs and numbered them, and then had everyone on New Year's Eve pick a number, and then we wore the wigs on New Year's Eve. It was really funny. Everyone had a different funny wig on. So this was one of them, and I wore it on the cruise because we had these fun pink monkey pajamas, and so I thought, oh, an opportunity to wear my pink wig. And so here I am again. So I did not get my hair done this way. It's just a fun wig. It's but if you're not having fun, why even bother? That's what I say. So tonight we have a drawing, an in the feed drawing to be exact. So you know the drill. You just need to comment and like. He thought I dyed it. No, but it's a fun wig, and yeah, Brendan likes it. So it's tonight's look. Goes with my pink shirt. It's all about pink tonight and red. So go ahead and comment if you would like to be entered in the feed drawing, and we will get started here. I feel like I just did this because I kind of did. I was just with y'all on Sunday, and we gave away some CM credits on Sunday, and here we are again. You scrolled on by, huh, Carla? You were like, wait, that's not Tara. I should have changed my Bitmoji to pink hair. But many thanks if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel already. I appreciate you doing that. And especially for my card class subscribers, it's the quickest way for you to catch up on past live streams if you're not able to make the cards live. And I know tonight, a couple of you subscribers have reached out to me saying that they're not going to be able to make it tonight. Nothing. I was going to ask Brendan for something. I was going to ask him to grab my rings because I just realized I have no rings on tonight. My hands are going to look so sad, but there's no way I can tell him where he's shaking his head in the doorway. He doesn't even want to attempt that. So I'm ringless, but don't be alarmed. Everything's okay. All right. Project recipes next week, February 4th. It's the birthday jubilee project recipe. Make sure to register on my website, DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com, so that you are, so you get the PDF, and then you can do the project recipe right along. And again, I feel like we just did a project recipe because we did on Sunday, but now we're going to do February's. And then tool time is February 11th, and the cake punch is sold out, but it is coming back. So I'm going to go ahead and include it in my tool time. And then this is big news, secret box number 1, and it's already marked hot. Actually, I want to just go see really quick if it's sold out while I wasn't paying attention. Okay, still available, still marked hot, but I pre-ordered some yesterday. So if you order, I posted a link on Facebook, and if you order through that link until I sell out there, you're guaranteed one. So let me make sure that I have the proper amount dialed in there real quick. Let's see. where are we? Super secret. So they're on my calendar is a super secret box opening, which we love. We all love the super secret box opening. And I'm going to change the quantity for now. All right. So I know if I sell out, that's how many I have coming in my order, but I can order more as long as I don't sell out on the Creative Memories website. So yeah, if you want a secret box and you live local, or even if you're within driving distance, because I know some of you are making a little bit of a drive to be at the super secret box opening on February 13th. February 13th is officially Galentine's Day, so why not spend it with your scrappy friends? You can come if you already opened your box, or if you already ordered a box through my website. Through my Creative Memories website, just bring it with you. Don't open it. And then if you order through DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com, I will bring your box to Galentine's. All right. So it's going to be a fun night. And also that night is our February edition of Scrapbook Club. So that's 2 pages, once a month, completed album in 2025. If you just want to do the 1 month, it's $10. But you can sign up for the rest of the year. And the January ones were sold out, but Creative Memories got more in. And so I opened up the year buyout. That just helps me because the first of the month, I will make sure that I buy everybody, the amount I need to cover everybody. That way, if they sell out, you have one. So you can still get January's, but you can't get it by this Thursday. So February, I can give you January's and you can catch up. So if you go to if you go to January, it'll say that it's sold out. If you go to February, you can there's 3 options. One's for just buying that night. One is for February through December, and one is for January through December for the whole month. So that's the difference there. Confusing enough? Hopefully not. All right, our God Moments book study. This is our 3rd year in a row. I've done it many years in the past, but we are on a roll. I did not want to miss out for this one. Thanks, Linda. So God Moments book study coming back. It's 8 sessions on Zoom. They're going to be Mondays, starting the Monday after Valentine's Day and going through Easter, or just before Easter. And I think the last one is the Monday before Easter. There's a couple off in there because I'll be out of town, and so those will be catch-up weeks. But it's a great, really great study. I encourage you to do it. You did, Wanda. And so I hope you can join us at that. People are signing up. Those packages ship out next week. So you'll have plenty of time to get the packages. You don't have to read the book before unlike a regular book club where you read the book and then you discuss it. We will actually there'll be chapters assigned as we go through. So no worries if you don't have a chance to get it started before. All right. Techie Tuesday, February 18th. That's a noontime show. It's just busy, busy, busy in this month of February, even though I don't really have a big crop scheduled. Mount Dora, my 70th retreat, is sold out. We will be and I already have the wig for that. I can't wait. We're going to be discoing. And then retreat with the Memory Maniacs to Lakeland. Actually, that was on Sunday. I said I had 10 seats left. I did not update this graphic. Let's see how many seats left really quick. Where are you? Events. Here we go. 3. I have 7 tickets left. So 7 tickets left now. I need to update that graphic. So make sure that that you sign up for that if you would like to join us in Lakeland at retreat number 71. And then Helen in July, Helen, Georgia, we are headed back. The Memory Maniacs had so much fun. So that's a Wednesday through a Sunday. So I'll actually be departing Monday morning. So we have the scrapbook room until Sunday night. And so you can adjust your schedule accordingly. You can still leave on Sunday if you need to get home for work Monday, or if you want to leave Monday and head back then. And it does start Wednesday at dinner time. So, alrighty. And as a reminder, if the little scrolling thing across the bottom there doesn't remind you enough, we do have an in the feed drawing tonight. So you do have to be present to win. Hang out because you're going to want to win some 10 CM credits. And if you haven't bought your secret box, you can use it towards your secret box. And what else? I think that's it. Let's get going with our card kit, with our fun January card kit. Now, this card kit, usually I have a couple extra, but this card kit is sold out. And stay tuned for the fun in February. And I'm still trying to figure out when I'm having National Scrapbook Day. And of course, we have Go Gray in May, and it's the spring is just, and then we have Mount Dora in April. It's just crazy, 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 crazy. What am I doing? I got to switch cameras here. Alrighty. Now, let's get this. Let's get this lighting dialed in here. We've got the sound dialed. Oops. Well, that didn't work. Well, it did work. I just need to get rid of this. Whew, it's like I'm tired. My friend had me up meeting her downtown to walk this morning. My friend Kirsten at 6:30. That's what time we met. So I am not a morning person. So I'm suffering. I'm suffering, ready for bed. Those of you that get up early, I don't know how you do it. So these are going to be our finished cards. I'm sending you some chocolate hugs. It's your birthday. Wishing you the most beautiful day. This loved one. Now, this is a story. We'll get to that. And then, thank you, my friend. So no like Valentine's cards, although this one, because it has, kind of Valentine's wishing you the most beautiful day. Anyway, you know how I do. I like to make cards that you can use for, a couple different things. Now, what I didn't put on here, tools to gather before class, was see, Kirsten, you're killing me. It's too early. A paintbrush. You need a little paintbrush. Now, most of you, I would say all of you on subscription already have one of these little water brushes because we sometimes have watercolors. But if you just bought the kit by itself and you're not part of the subscription, you might need a paintbrush. And I'm sorry that I did not list that on the outside. So if you don't have a paintbrush handy, you might just have to wait until after you put these cards together and then come back and add your watercolors. Okay, let's slide everything out. And if you don't have subscription to my card classes, and if you've never watched before, welcome. Hope you enjoy what you see. Hopefully, you can always join for subscription. You can cancel anytime. If you buy the one-off kits, they're $30. If you purchase them in advance by subscription, they're $25 each. So and we just start from the top and move down. So we are actually going to start with this one, the Sending You a Chocolate Hug. And so we're just going to pull the things, this whole little top section off. I'm going to slide this one to the side. And this is the card we're making. We need all our little pieces. Sending You a Chocolate Hug. We need our chocolates. We need, oh, you know what? I grabbed two. So This one is folded, so you're just going to take this little folded section. Don't get into the ice creams, which are our next card. So the sundae is the next card. You can put that back. But you will need your little gemstones for this card. And all the other gemstones are with their cards. So, all right. Whew. All right. The first thing we're going to do is attach our little brown piece that has like the outlines of chocolates, like you get in a little chocolate box. Ironically, if you know me, then you probably know that I can't eat chocolate. It's a migraine trigger for me. But I like this card, and the people that I'm going to send it to probably like chocolate. And even though I can't eat chocolate, I would like to get this card. So our little pink strip goes here. And so that when you open it, you have room to write here. And then the cover completely closes and covers that. So it looks like it all is one piece. And then this dark piece is going to go on here. It's going to kind of get centered. It's the same on both sides. It's cardstock. So what I'm going to do is line it up to where I want it, so I know I'm not going to put the adhesive past that point, and then I'm going to turn it over. Sometimes it's hard to know where to put that adhesive, and of course you don't want to put adhesive out on the edge because you don't want to close your card, right? So next up, we need to, what do I do with it? I need to add my sending you a chocolate hug. And that goes there. And then I'm going to kind of slide this away, and I'm going to quick paint my chocolates. So you've got two different colors of brown, and then you've got some pink. And the way I need to find a little scrap paper. I guess I don't. So what you're going to do, as you remember, is you're going to kind of dip in with your paintbrush. This is watercolor pencil. And so you're going to just paint. And I like to start at the edges and then not dip back in so that you kind of get a shading. Hey, Melissa. I was just saying I forgot to put on the outside of the package that you needed a paintbrush for this. So grab one of those if you don't have one. And so I just kind of went out and, from the outside in, and that is the way. Now from this one, I'm going to kind of go from the bottom up, and I'm just using and then the sides like this, so that the darkest part is at the bottom, and then it kind of just gets its like natural shading, and then you can come back in and make things darker if you want. You definitely don't, as a reminder, for those of you that have done this before, you don't want to go super wet, because then you'll be just really washed out. So now I'm just kind of coming in and bringing down, so that like bulge in the center of my candy is what's going to be the light part. And then I'm going to do the same thing over on this last one, but I'm going to put the lighter, and you can you can switch up and do them. I guess this darker one could be like dark chocolate, but you could do the lighter chocolate. But I just like, for when we first started doing the card classes online during COVID, I kind of had an epiphany to be able to get watercolor, because when I did card classes for years, they were in my house and everyone came and everyone cut out the things and everyone stamped the things and everybody was more involved, I guess, I had the samples and I had the pieces, but it was, but I could only fit like 6 or 7 people in the house. And so this was all before COVID. And then I took everything online, with COVID. And so this was kind of life-changing for me, that that I could design some of the cards with watercolor. And those of you that have been on subscription for a long time know that I don't do it very often. And actually, some of you have really cool watercolor pens, or like alcohol ink pens. So you may not even use this setup that I mail around, and that's okay too. Your card, your way. And so I didn't want to require that people have, fancy pens to do the cards. So I had to come up with a way. And this is just a little watercolor water brush, where the water just stays in the handle. So now I added some caramel there, and now I'm going to come in for some pink. And again, I'm going to just dot some pink into all these little dots here. And I don't want it to be very watery at all, because then the color is a little more vibrant. So I was just talking to Brendan before I got on, because I was like, I don't have a big crop scheduled for February, because we were just we have family in town, and then we were supposed to go out of town, and we were supposed to go to Boston to watch our son race, and then now he's not going to race. So he decided he's just going to focus on outdoor. He's not going to fly up to Boston for this one indoor race. And so then I was like, oh, I'm going to be in town that weekend. Maybe I should try to throw a crop. It's either that or do my taxes. I don't know what I should do, but it's Valentine's Day weekend. And Brendan was like, yeah, you should have a crop during Valentine's Day. Because he's like, well, we know you can't go out during Valentine's Day. It's a madhouse. And I was like, yeah, but it's also race weekend. He's like, oh, we're definitely not going out. So apparently I have no Valentine's Day plan. So anyway, maybe we should have a crop. I forgot to do these little pink guys, pink icing on all these to bring out the pink in our paper. You could make one of these whole little chocolates pink. That would be fun. All right. So, and because we use very limited water in our watercolor, they're practically, dry already. You're able to manipulate them for sure. And now we're just going to pop them up. Now I sent you, Creative Memories came out for about 5 minutes. Stuff's been selling out, y'all. I mean, that's good from a company standpoint. I know it's frustrating for y'all because things launch on Monday and sometimes people need to wait till they get paid and stuff is sold out in 24 hours. And I know it's super frustrating. But these are the thin photo splits, or foam squares, photo splits. These are the thin foam squares, and they are very cool because they're just not as thick. Haha, because they're thin. It's amazing how that works. So but I like it because they're just, hello, they're thin, but they're already sold out. That's where I was going with that. They were part of a special adhesive, thing a couple weeks ago, and I haven't even tried the new jumbo tape runner. That sold out. I guess it's coming back, and if you bought one, not to fear, there will be refills. So jumbo tape runner. So it was a crazy little adhesive thing that was going on at CM. All right, so I'm going to do them like that, and then we're going to take now all the rest of the gems have adhesive, like they're self-adhesive, but these ones are not. So these ones require precision point adhesive, and I gave you like 7 of them because I guess we should have an odd number. But you don't have to use all 7, or you can use all 7. So I'm using my precision point adhesive, and I have tried, again, since we started doing this on live COVID, lots of different tweezers, picker uppers of things, and I guess these super fine are now my favorite. I used to use them mainly just for like little Cricut things, but I do find that they are really good for this, for adding gemstones. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add all 7 of them because why not? What am I going to do with a little baggie with one little gemstone in it? And you won't need, I think, you might. Don't let your precision point adhesive get too far. All right, so there is our first card. And I really went heavy there on that. Good thing our precision point adhesive dries clear, because it goes on like a little blue, light blue, but it does dry clear because I went a little heavy on that. But there goes our first card. Done. Beautiful. Someone's going to be getting a chocolate hug. I don't know who. And I decided to do these because, it's January 28th, and there's time. Oh, I've got my Spindrift in my Love Turvis. I'm just all themed out tonight. And it's not even February. But I guess I'm getting in the mood. All right. So next up is that it's your birthday. And I did decide to add like a little bit of the some of the watercolor here on the ice cream. It could be vanilla. I just went with the light brown. I'm not sure how I love it, but I feel like it needs something for dimension. So I'm probably going to do that again. Let's go ahead and fold our base. And then we're going to add on some brown stripe paper for our background. And then, I used like all the machines on this one. I had embossing folders going. I had the Cricut going. I had die cuts going. I had all the things going. And my past self just has no regard for my future self. My past self designs the cards and I just design them the way I want to design them. And I don't have any regard for my future self that has to put together all the card kits. So this one was a doozy. All right, so your ice cream, if you want the whole thing on here, you're probably only going to be able to get 1 scoop. So what I did was I cut it off right at this little knob here in the glass. And I did not do that for you. So grab your scissors. I don't know what scissors these are. They are not Creative Memory scissors. Oh, there's my bone folder. That will come in handy. Where are my little scissors? You know, scissors, Creative Memory scissors in this house are like pens. Like we have a million of them, but they're never in the location that you need them. Well, sometimes they are, but like right now, I probably own 10 pairs of Creative Memory scissors, and all I have is probably I had to break down and just grab this out of the nearest pen cup, because all of my scissors have walked off and somewhere else in the house. Okay, they are multi-purpose scissors. You can use them in every room of your house. They're at Christmas, forget it. They're used for wrapping. Okay, so we're going to attach our sundae cup like this. Yes, Wanda. The bone folder. And then we are going to use our thin foam squares to attach here. Now, I think I'm going to trim off maybe just a smidge on the end of mine with my trimmer. Just take this opportunity to mention just how sharp this trimmer is. Very, very sharp. All right, so I'm going to pop this up. I love that Creative Memories has all the different sizes. Oh, and that, see, I think I was getting to that. These are already sold out, and that's why everyone just has a half of a sheet. Normally, I'm not that. I'll send you a whole sheet if I can. But these slim those little slim foam squares are like, gold now. And so I couldn't send a whole one. All right, so now it's time to decide what we want to do. You could go with pink ice cream if you wanted to. I am just going to you know what? I want to see what happens. I'm going to do like this. Yeah, I think I might even just try that. Because I don't want it to be like super. Oh, of course you can't see what I'm doing. That always helps. I'm just gonna kind of get this wet and just kind of dip my finger in it. I mean, I don't want my ice cream to look dirty, like it just did right now. It's like coffee ice cream. I'm just doing the bottom part because the other one's going to cover it. And I changed my mind on that finger technique. Not a good technique. And again, don't get it super, super wet. So I'm just going to do that color on the bottom, kind of how I did in the sample. I guess I could do the whole. Yeah, I kind of want to tie in the white. So I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do like I did. And what did I do here for pop-ups? It looks like, yeah, I just popped them up. And I might not need to pop up as much on the top. I love this little cherry, and I use this cherry shimmer paper. Love it. So we're gonna, that's popped up, and then we're gonna pop up this second one. A second little scoop. And then we're gonna add some fudge to the top. And I guess you can use your your precision point adhesive or your tape runner to add the fudge to the top here. Oh, it's running away from me. And oh, now I can add some more. I guess I don't really need, oh, I do need some right on the tippity top there. Maybe just a big one. Little combo. And then our little cherry on top. Now that I did do a foam square and just kind of did it right on the edge. It should be popped up the same amount because we put a foam square on the top scoop of ice cream. And then we're going to come in here. Now these already have, they already have adhesive on them. Oh, this is where I need my good scissors. One across the room. I gotta go. Hold on. I'll be right back. I can't use those. Terrible. I've got micro tip. I've got regular. I've got all the scissors. Glad I could spot them. So with these, because they're kind of, oh, I have a cramp in my foot. I don't know how that happened. I like to cut them apart because they're ever so tinily, that's not a word, ever so slightly connected. And you have to like kind of pull them apart. And so I prefer to just kind of cut them apart. I love them that they're slightly connected in the fact that if you want to put a string of them down, you can. Oh, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have cut them all off at the same time. That was not a good idea. Good thing I have many. What I meant to say, oh goodness. Let's peel off 4 like this so that it's off the backing and then cut them. That's what I meant to do. Did I mention how early I got up tonight? This morning. Oh, help. It's like I've never made a card before. Or used a gemstone before. Crazy. Now, okay. Whew. 2. Hey, Kim. Good to see you on here. And we are almost done with card 2. We've got one more little red gemstone to add here. And it's been a struggle. I know some people hate the ones that have the self-adhesive, although some people hate the ones that don't have adhesive. All right, but we did it. Whew, that was rough. Let me stick those on there for good measure. We've got our vanilla scoop or our chocolate scoop or our coffee scoop of ice cream and our vanilla scoop of ice cream there. And we are ready to move on to the next. Like I said, this card kit has all the things. Over the summer, I think it was, I did a card kit that was just like had lots of ribbon. Every card had ribbon. This one, we've got ribbon. We've got die cuts. So many things. Okay, so this is our next card. And this one has a red base. That's fun. And this one, to get this look, I half embossed this base. That was also fun. Again, my past self just not looking out. All right, let me clean up some of this. I've got gemstones running amok. I've got little bags. Who can work like this? I have to pull out my little vacuum here in a second. All right, let's get all this out of here. All right. So, do we need this? Yes, keep that handy. Let's fold this base. And then we're going to add this white cardstock to the inside, which is a twist, but we need somewhere to write. So we're going to add that white cardstock in there. Oh, let's use our special tool. And then this little strip goes along the side here, and it should give you just a little bit of an edge here. So don't go all the way to the edge. You want to go to the edge of the of where the embossing is. And if it's not exact and that bothers you, then you can definitely put that in your trimmer, not while it's balancing on things. And if that bugs you, you can just take off that edge so that it's perfect. It's like a hair, but clearly that will bother me. So I'm going to get rid of that. Close that trimmer, put it to the side. Don't lose these little gemstones. I think I gave you 3. I only ended up using 2 on mine. But the next thing we're going to do is wrap this ribbon around. And we're going to go like from the middle and go around and around again. So you should have enough for them to meet back on the front. And you can adjust if they're not meeting in the right place. I'm like it kind of tie up here at the top, and you're just going to tie it in a knot. Now I'm going to tie it around both of the strings, if that makes sense. You can't see what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to, when I wrap around, I'm going to catch that bottom one. Oh, I hope mine is just shorter than all y'all's. I'm sorry. That is, I wish I had made this a little longer. I think we can do it. I don't know why my fingers feel so huge when I'm trying to do this. Oh, okay. Almost. We don't have to go around twice if you can't do it, but I think we can, and it doesn't need to be tight. In fact, you don't want it necessarily to be tight, so because then it'll pull on the card. Oh, where's my... I might need to involve the tweezers in this because my fingers are just feeling huge right now. Okay. Oh, okay. Woo, we did it. So that is how that looks. Just kind of, so it's twice around the card. And then these little guys are going to kind of hold it in place. So you can kind of play around with the placement of how you want these to go. I am going to pop this up in the corner here. I'm going to put like a big one down here in the corner and then smaller ones up here. And I'm not going to do this top right corner because I want to be able to kind of position this. Well, hey, Jacqueline, we're on the third card. So just relax and hop in on the fourth card and then you can go back. So I'm just going to put this little circle kind of underneath how it is in the sample. And that one is not, that's not popped up. You could pop it up if you want. Pop away. All right. So I'm going to do like that. And then this one, kind of just position how you want it. I'm just kind of overlapping them a little bit. And do I have that one popped up? Looks like I have just like the little top parts of the heart popped up. So that, like that. And then we're going to come in here. Oh, more little gems, and they're already sticky. It's going to be a problem. Don't be a problem. Come on. Be good. I'm going to try to just pluck it. I don't know if that worked. Clearly, I struggled with the red ones. And these ones are a little bigger. So a little bit easier. Ish, maybe. But that one came together quickly. I do love a good embossing folder. I used them on a couple of the cards. It's such a fun look, a nice textured look. And these were fun. It had some little hearts and different things on there. So that's it. Wishing you the most beautiful day. I do hope you all had a beautiful day. All right, let's see. Okay, next up is thank you, my friend. And that's this fun card. Now this one, you definitely will need your trimmer. And I did remember to put that on the front. And the reason is I didn't want to like pre-cut this piece. So what we're going to do is you're going to actually cut it, and then you're going to use the top half. So you're going to flip it over like that. All right, so let me refresh my memory to see. So it's 2 inches. You're going to cut off 2 inches. So make sure that you orient the paper so that the hearts are up. And then we're just going to cut off 2. And the reason why I did that is just so that you can put them back together and that they match. if I cut them, you know, who knows. So we're just going to do like that. For some weird reason, this paper pattern, there's like a blank spot over here, and maybe it's over here. So I might have to do my little ribbon on this side and kind of cover up that little blank spot. Why not? All right, so after you get that cut, go ahead and stick that down. I guess all the painting took a while. I'm just messing around with gemstones tonight. Usually we are quick. This did have a lot of parts. I think 50 is what I said. I try to break it up over a couple days when I'm designing the card kit. All right, so how we're going to get this down. This is not tied. I am going to run a little bead of adhesive. So use your liquid adhesive to run a bead across there and then just stick on. We're just going to cover up that seam. It's unseemly, the seam. Ah! Okay, I got my finger stuck to the ribbon. And after you get that in place, hopefully straighter than mine, I buried my scissors, then you can come in and we're just going to trim off the end. I have no idea what these scissors were last used for. I mean, I was just cutting gemstones apart, so maybe it was that. But there's like, looks like brown on there. I got sticky. You're all like, we just watched you cut apart. There we go. The old standbys to the rescue here. Beautiful. All right, now for the fun part. We are going to, this is some awesome ribbon I had. Remember, I've been collecting ribbon from random places. So just load up your ribbon with some adhesive, and then we're going to press this ribbon on here to give it a little more rigidity there. And then we're going to use our scissors we're going to follow that cut line there. And then you're going to find the perfect spot. I designed it here. So fun story. This card looks bigger. That's because it is. It's not an A2 standard card. My sample is almost 6 inches. So when I was making the pieces, I was like, why is this? I need to cut down this ribbon. It's going to be too long for the standard A2 card. What is happening here? So I'm going to put mine like right here. I'm switching mine up to cover up this little blank spot here. Oh no, the little red ones. Oh, but they're in a line. Okay. Whew. And now we're going to just stick on this sentiment. This isn't popped up, but of course you can if you want to. So thank you, my friend. Now, what did I do with those? Here they are. So it looks like I did 5 and 3. I just kind of filled up the space. And you should have plenty of these. Hi, Kitty. We miss you. Thanks for stopping in to say hi. We need to get you on to some card making so we see you once a month on here. I'm glad you stopped in to say hey. Hopefully everything's okay where you are. All right, so I went 5 and 4 on those. Thank you, my friend. See, now this is where I love that they are in a little line. Boop. You can just lay them on down. And then these ones, not so much. This one, I'm just going to do one in each corner. Looks like I lost one off of my sample. So good thing I gave you 3. You could put 3 across the top, of course. You could do whatever you want. You don't even have to use any of them. But if you want to put 3, I think I do want to put 3. Okay. Well, that's a fun little happy card, isn't it? Makes me happy. All right. We're up to the last card. Now, this is exciting. So, this roll of ribbon gave the appearance that it was full, and so by my calculations there should have been enough ribbon for all the cards. Then there wasn't. Then I meant to give myself the other one so I could show with the other card, because some of you are looking at your kit and you're saying that is not the ribbon I had. So I had to go out. I could tell that I had previously bought this ribbon at Michael's. You know, I was like, oh, I'm going to do something with this. Who knows how many years ago it was. Of course, they do not carry this ribbon anymore. But luckily, they have a whole section of Valentine's Day ribbon, but not the exact ribbon that we have here. So there are going to be two types of cards out there in the wide world. One with this ribbon and one with another ribbon, and I can't even, I meant to give one to myself. So what we're going to do is we are going to cut. All right, let's pay attention here. So look at your paper and see how you want to orient it. And obviously we want to cut them the same way. So I want to go from the top right to the bottom. So using your trimmer, you're going to trim that, and then you're going to do the same thing with the brown. And again, the reason I didn't do this before, well, I thought surely you can handle, all of you can handle that, number one. Number two, just picking up, I wanted to make sure like you didn't get like too, well, of course it would work. Anyway, wasn't that fun that you got to cut that yourself? Oh, yeah. It just seemed like the right thing to do at the time. So we're going to go ahead and layer these on both of these triangles. And do a better job than I just did. And then we're going to attach them in the corners like so. And then you're going to put your ribbon down the middle, whatever ribbon that you have. And you're going to use, so these are your glue dots, and they're folded up. I had to think of a way to transport these to make sure, because you definitely need something strong like this to put down these, to put down your ribbons. So kind of eyeball, because you want one at the end. In fact, put one on the card right up at the corner. So kind of lay down your little piece and then peel it back, and it should stay on the card itself. You want one in each corner. And Linda, I hope you are doing okay. Hope your hand is okay. And they're so sticky, these glue dots. All right, and then I'm going to do 2 here in the middle, and I think I can put them down at the same time here. Okay, so now I've got 4 on there, and that should more than hold your ribbons, because they are some sticky things. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to trim at the corners. Okay. And looks like my spacing is a little off. I'm going to mangle my card. You know, sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, is it worth it? Because you go mangling cards. All right, we're almost done. Next thing we need to do is put our cookie on. Now, you notice the cookie got lighter because I used like the craft paper cardstock for this one, and then but this I don't know, the cool gray maybe. Now I can't think of the actual name. It really matches the paper better, and I'm a super matchy person. So this was a cricket cookie. Oh, and I want to pop that up. So that was fun. I just added that for nothing. Okay. For extra. So I'm going to add some using all the little foam squares on this. And then we'll add our little sparkles of icing, and then we're done. We'll put this card on, this little cookie, little butter cookie on there. Now what did I do? Here they are. Just 3 more of these little silly things. Okay. And last one. Of course, you could go crazy with your... Still got some left over. All right. That is the last of the cards. So this was a Creative Memories paper pack. I think it came out last year. And around this time of year. And when I saw it, I knew I wanted to make cards. Sometimes the supplies or, you know, the things I want to make cards with kind of hang out for a while. In this case, a year, until I decide to use them. I do collect them, as we all do, right? Crafty people. We're like, I'm going to do something with this someday. And someday is today for these papers. So let's look at all of our cards again. And if you're watching, say hey, so that you're entered to win. I'm about to do the drawing, so make sure you announce yourself. Say hi to your scrappy friends. like this live. I'm about to do the drawing, and you do have to be present to win, so don't hop off even though we're done here. And then don't hop off after I draw, because there's a little bit of a delay and we have to wait for for the winner to chime in. Otherwise I draw again. All right, so there are our cards for tonight. I can't wait to think about who I'm going to send those to. And I look forward to seeing some of you at Scrapbook Club this Thursday. And those of you that hopped on late didn't get to see my pink hair. Don't worry, it's not permanent. It's just for the fun cards tonight because I was feeling pink tonight. Let's see who our lucky winner is. Like I said, make sure you say, hey, I'm about to do this drawing. If you win, that's 10 CM credits. You can use it toward the secret box or any other supplies. The CM credits are good for 30 days. And if I don't already have your email, just message me the email that is associated with your Creative Memories account. And that's it, I guess. All right. Thanks, Jacqueline. All right, let's do our winner. Let's see who the winner is. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully they're on. Jacqueline, it's you. I think you're still on because you just said something. And you just ordered today, didn't you? Well, I'm sure you'll order again in the next 30 days because guess what? Creative Memories has stuff every 2 weeks. So chime in, Jacqueline, if you are still on. Congratulations. You are the winner. And let's see. Thanks, everyone, for being on here tonight. Remember, next Tuesday is Project Recipe again. We just did one on Sunday, and but we have another one on next week, Tuesday. So RSVP at DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com. You have to click ahead to February so that you see all the Tuesday lives. You'll see the Scrapbook Club. You'll see Super Secret Box opening. You'll see all the things so far for February. Still trying to figure out how I can fit another event in there. Maybe some ice cream and cards, maybe a crop. I don't know. We'll figure out something. And then look for updates as far as last year we did a spring fling in March, so maybe we'll do a spring fling again. We got National Scrapbook Day coming up. We got Go Gray in May. We got all the things. So anyway, until I see you again, stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye.